City than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. They'll run here with Raymond Calais.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Minshew sets to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Calais.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to...
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Calais.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run. Calais.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Jaguars.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
43-yard attempt.
Put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to
Raymond Calais, 82 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Josh Lambo lining
They had
up.
just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. 18. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Packers 7.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Watch the run. They're running it. Run. Hold. Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo. I'm here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Westbrook now on the return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
56 is the mic. Go. Someone West.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
It's a gain of 20.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Amos on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
For a Green Bay.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Check. Let's go, D. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. 10-30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Jaguars 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's caught here by Adams. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
With the handoff to Aaron.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Jacksonville.
I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Packers 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He got 29 yards that time. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Calais. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the wall. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raymond Calais with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Packers 14. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good for a green.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
At the 26-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Quit talking about it and bring it. Shit, 50. Shit.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Jaguars 24, Packers 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Minshew going to keep it on the sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught by Bunches. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pick.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns in here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, 2nd one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Andy Moore brought him down.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Minshew's pass complete to D.D. Westbrook.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Packers 35, Jaguars 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to win this football game.
Turnover on downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Jones.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Today's final score, Packers 35.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must have a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.